Welcome to the .NET MAUI Cartesian Chart tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to add and customize the DateTime category axis in the Syncfusion .NET MAUI Cartesian Charts. The DateTime category axis allows you to plot data points based on date and time, displaying each timestamp as a distinct category, rather than the part of a continuous timescale. It is particularly useful when working with data at irregular time intervals, such as sales transactions, user activity logs, or project milestones. I open an existing MAUI application. Here, I have already configured the Syncfusion MAUI Toolkit Charts namespace and initialized the Cartesian chart control. To learn how to add the .NET MAUI Toolkit Cartesian chart control to your MAUI application, watch the video linked in the YouTube card above or the description below. Now, I will show you how to add the X and Y axis collection to the Cartesian chart. Within the chart control, I initialize the X-axis and Y-axis collections. As I want to bind the data source with two fields, I use the DateTime category axis for the X-axis to display date values as distinct categories. Then, I add a numerical axis for the Y-axis to represent stock prices. Next, I add a chart title to indicate that the chart represents the stock performance data. The label is styled with bold font and centered alignment to make it stand out clearly at the top of the chart. I have already populated the stock price data in the view model, and I will now set the view model as the binding context for the content page. This enables the chart to bind to the data and display stock performance accordingly. To visualize data, I use a line series to plot the stock price trend. I bind the item's source property to the stock prices collection and set the X binding path to date and the Y binding path to price. I also enable the show markers property to highlight each data point. In the DateTime category axis, I set the values for the plot offset start and plot offset end properties to add padding at the beginning and end of the axis, making markers fully visible. Similarly, I add plot offset start property to the numerical axis. Now, the stock performance is displayed with nonlinear intervals for each trading day. By default, the X-axis label displays both date and time. To customize the format, I first add the label style property and utilize the chart axis label style class. Then, I set the label format to display date and month, which makes the timeline easily understandable. Next, I add a title to the X-axis labeled Months, styled in bold with a larger font size for better readability. Similarly, I set a title for the Y-axis to indicate stock prices. When the application loads, you will see that both axis labels and titles have been updated. To customize the default interval of the X-axis, I set a value for the interval property and specify the interval type as days. You can see that the intervals between the X-axis labels have been updated. This ensures that labels are displayed at regular intervals, improving the readability of the timeline. Let me wrap up this video. You have learned to add and customize the DateTime category axis in the Syncfusion .NET MAUI Toolkit Cartesian chart. If you want to see this example's working code, download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also included a link where you can check if you qualify for our community license, which gives you a free license key for our entire .NET MAUI controls. If you found this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.